Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, aka Redbeard. So we're gonna do a little continue on. I guess we started a theme without realizing it, but this is another Laphroaig Cairdeas. As you can see, the label is backwards, so this is one of a kind. This is their cask strength quarter cask from 2017. So I think recently we did the Madeira, which was the 2016, and then last video was an old one, and it was the Warehouse 1. So my friend Jigs from Jigs Views and Reviews, two different things. He's got a podcast, or at least he did have a podcast, and he's got a YouTube channel. He was all those giblets. What is that? I hope that's not the cork. Oh no, I hope it didn't get punky. Just don't break off. No, I don't think it's the cork. But it definitely looks like there's stuff floating in there. But anyway, whatever. We're going to drink it anyway. Is that enough? That might be enough. So, looks like it's got some kind of debris in there. Yeah, well, screw it. Whatever. So we discussed the Laphroaig Warehouse 1, and I guess he really enjoyed it. And I didn't hate it, but for $100 bottle, $100+ bottle, that is a release like once a year, I was expecting something more. Now this one, I really enjoyed. I think I purchased 3 of these bottles. What is it doing? That is so weird. But I think this is the 3rd one of this one that I was able to find. And it is just wonderful. I was a huge fan of their quarter cask, their regular quarter cask release. Got some spice to it. But this one, so I think I told him I just expected something more. It just tasted like a non-age statement Laphroaig, and to pay over $100, which now, shit, most of them are $100. You can't find the 10-year cask strength for less than $100 anymore, and they used to be $65, $70. When I'd go to Dallas, I'd find them all the time for $65, $70. Now they're all over $100. But this one was probably one of my favorite releases, obviously, because I bought so many. But it's just, yeah, it's good. I really enjoy it. But it's doing some weird stuff. It's like it's burping itself or whatever. I don't know. But as far as their releases that blew me out of the water, this would probably be one of them. I think it was the 2020 release. I don't know. We're going to go through them again. And I'll just re-drink them because it's been a while. And we'll get a little bit of work in while we're at it. So I don't really have anything to talk about right now. Thanks for that little car. Appreciate it. But we could talk about death. So just before starting the channel, oh yeah, and they demonetized me because my views aren't high enough. for a 365-day period, my views aren't high enough. So I think eventually, maybe here in the next couple months, I'll have the option to remonetize my channel, go back through it again. But I just got to keep posting. You guys keep doing what you're doing. Keep watching. But just before restarting the channel, I had several people. I wouldn't say they were super close friends or family members, but close enough where we were on good standing, and quite a few of them passed away. And then one of my childhood friends' mom passed away, and then just here recently, this past Sunday, my roommate Brandon, his father passed away Sunday morning. And even though they weren't super close, it kind of puts you into a weird headspace. And I was really unmotivated. I was kind of on autopilot for most of the day, and it's just a weird thing because it had been a while since I had lost someone close. I'd say the last person was my grandfather. He passed in 2017. I think he was the last close relative. I've had other people who weren't extremely close, that were kind of married into the family, pass away, but the last close relative was my grandfather in 2017. He was I think he was 91 or 92. And then before that, I'd say the last close friend, was January of 2015, almost 2 years prior, right at 2 years prior. Yeah, it's a weird thing to deal with. I know Brandon, he's doing pretty good about it. He may or may not see this video later. He just walked out into the carport to feed the kitty cat. I got to show you all the new kitty cat. It's an outside cat now. Or she is an outside cat, but she's a killer. Talking about death and Scotch. But yeah, it's a weird time. It's a weird feeling, especially, I guess, I haven't had a parent pass away yet. But they're getting on up there. Mom, she's 70. Mom's 70, and then my dad's 71. My stepdad's 61 or 62. So everybody's getting on up there, and I guess the older we get, the more people we lose. Who wants to be the last one at the finish line? I don't. But just figured I'd break out this nice old bottling of Scotch, share it with you guys. These cute little dram glasses I got in a Laphroaig gift pack. Yeah, but this, that one's tobacco and leather on that last sip. And I say this I've said this before, about peated Scotch. The first time you drink it, it's going to punch you in the mouth, especially like a Laphroaig, or if you get anything that's cask strength. Ardbeg's even worse. Ardbeg will kick you in the fucking teeth and then step on your nuts and twist their heel as they're stepping off of you. But Ardbeg, Laphroaig, Lagavulin is probably the more palatable, easygoing, let's say that, of the peated whiskeys. And then you got Bruichladdich and Caoile. They kind of are on that easier side as well. Bruichladdich is more like flowers and floral, but it still has smoke, whereas Laphroaig is pungent and seaweed and smoke and iodine. Ardbeg is just that, plus it's amped up a little more. It's heavy smoke. But when you spend enough time with it, and you can really break down the nuances of the flavors, I don't get any smoke from it. I get the seaweed the iodine, the sea salt. Like I said, there was tobacco and leather on that last sip. And this one's going to have a little bit different flavor range than your traditional Laphroaig because it is the quarter cask. So they're aging it. They do the primary maturation in large casks, but then to speed up the process, because this is a no age statement Scotch, it's probably 5 to 7 years old, I would imagine. They put it in smaller barrels so it speeds up the maturation process. So you're going to get different flavors. But yeah, this one, and I'll do them. I'll go ahead and do the 2018, 2019, 20, 21, and 22, and then maybe by the time I get through the 2022, which I think is the warehouse one, I'll do it again. Hopefully the 2023 will be popping up on shelves here locally, which would be really cool. So I know Gene and I'll probably do that one. I'll get my camera working. I need to get it figured out, and then we'll set up. Might even have like a little arm wrestling practice or something. So anyway, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. Like always, drink some whiskey, share it with your friends and family. Especially in these times. We're getting older. Reach out to your people. Make sure they're doing all right. Don't regret not saying something to someone. Mend old fences, repair old bridges. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but don't let the opportunity slip you by, and they'll be gone. So, cheers, guys. Y'all be safe. Don't drink and drive. Take care. We'll see you next time.